It started off in Lima, Peru, and the first day of the course was at the Naval, it's called NAMRID, it's the Naval Medical Research Detachment Center, and all of a sudden we get a call from Tumbes, Peru, which is in the northern part of Peru, saying that they had an outbreak and we need to get ready right then to go up to Tumbes the next day.
We were kind of confused at first. We didn't know if it was a real outbreak or
like
not.
A real outbreak, yeah.
We thought it was real, so we were panicking, and then the whole time it was just for our experience and our understanding. But we started off orientating to the area, again, speaking with more individuals in person, because a lot of people we were talking with and collaborating with were in Tumbes.
The course was broken up into a third with talking with patients and community members and doing surveys, another third involving insect collection, larvae collection, and then the last third involving collection of rodents and bats.
A cemetery that was actually in a neighborhood. I never really considered even thinking about that as being a hazard, but in an endemic area where you have people that bring flowers and put water in the flowers to make them last, and we found, the mosquito, the larvae and the pupae that, cause the mosquitoes that cause dengue, malaria, and other viruses that potentially contribute to the outbreak, and it was right in the neighborhood. And then we actually, after that, we went into the houses right around there, and really saw what it was like to live there in that neighborhood. And some of the houses actually were contaminated with mosquito larvae, and obviously malaria and dengue, we found those vectors all over the place, and so they were really high on our list. And then some of the more rare, like hantavirus, has been found there in the rodent species, and that's why we were wearing pappers. We were pretty careful with that, as well as some alpha virus and just flaviviruses as well.
It's an interesting place, and they have this great center studying, doing great work with cysticercosis. So we had the opportunity to actually see necropsy of a large pig that they thought had cysticercosis.
Each individual had a different organ, and we got to, try to get the whole cyst off, and that's how they would study them and continue the process of growing them and incubating them and stuff like that. So invagination was basically what they were trying to show us.
Well, I work with viral hemorrhagic fevers in the laboratory setting, so it was really amazing to not only get down there and learn about field epidemiology, but how to set up a field investigation from start to finish. That was really important for me, because how much administration considerations, paperwork, logistics, how much you need, and especially in some remote locations that aren't in the United States. Hopefully after graduating from UTMB, I would like to go into some epidemiological investigation, and I think this is an invaluable experience, and hopefully will look good on my resume when applying to places afterwards.
So would you recommend this to other graduate students?
Definitely, definitely. I hope other graduate students apply.
So I feel like after this course, I wouldn't call myself at all an expert, but I would feel much more confident in being able to start a workup.
The cooperation that happens between the states and Peru, what's going on, and so how that works, how that functions, and having a better idea. You can read about it, you can read the website, but you don't really understand until you're there. So what the U.S. Navy's doing there, what they're researching there, and how that works, how they're working with the Peruvian universities there.
I walk in the lab, say hi to the security guards, and then I'm in a lab with one other person. And when you're working at high containment, you don't talk to anybody, especially on campus. So getting to interact with the ID fellows, getting to interact with medical students, getting to interact with nursing students and clinical laboratory science students is just really invaluable, and not just talking with them for an hour, but actually trying to solve problems together was really, I think, an invaluable experience.